Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Today we're making Greek chicken sheet pan dinner.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Gonna taste good, I know.
I have got a quick Greek chicken marinade. We're gonna cook it on a sheet pan with a whole bunch of veggies. We're gonna throw it in the oven and dinner's gonna be done. So let's get started with our marinade. We've got a half a cup of olive oil. See if I can measure in this gigantic. And I need 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. I have this on hand. It's just easier than having lemons all the time. So there's 1.
Whoops, whoa.
I know, a little extra. It's lemon. It's going to be so good. We need some garlic, about 4 cloves.
So here's my question.
Yes.
When you sub garlic, this minced garlic that you have, how much is a clove? Like, is it a teaspoon a clove?
Half a teaspoon equals a clove, but it is so mild. I always
Oh.
use way more.
Okay.
Because, I mean, only unless you hate garlic. But I say it's so good for you. Garlic is so good for you. There's so many health benefits in it. And like I said, if you hate it, then use less. But man, I really like it.
Opa.
There you go. All right, we just need a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. So a little bit of a squirt. Give that a mix in there. Yum. Oh, can you hand me my teaspoon right behind you? Thank you. All right, we need some thyme and some oregano. So I need 2 teaspoons of thyme. And I've got some, 1 teaspoon of thyme. I just totally screwed that up. Let's see if I can fish some out. At least it's sitting there. All right, that is too much. We want 2 teaspoons of oregano. You know, if that happens, I always just try to dig it out. Yum, smells so good. And we need a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper. This marinade goes together pretty quickly. Okay, let's give it a should have got a whisk, but I didn't want to dirty another thing. Oh, that smells so good. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're going to take 2/3 of this marinade and put it on our chicken. And I just got 4 chicken breasts. You can use thighs if you want. I got them sitting here in a bowl. I'm just going to pour some on here. Give it a quick marinade before we throw it in the oven. And the rest of this is going to go on our veggies that we're going to cut up and get on the cookie sheet. So get those swimming in there. Get them all coated. You smell that? I love Greek chicken, especially in the summer. Oh, got a beautiful spring day. And as I'm sitting here doing this, we could have done this on the Blackstone. What was I thinking?
Darn.
That's all right. It's a sheet pan dinner, but if you got a Blackstone, highly recommend. All right, so those are gonna go for a swim. Let's get our cookie sheet. I've got it sprayed with nonstick spray. I'm gonna set that over here. And we're just gonna do some zucchini, some onions, some peppers, and then a pint of tomatoes. So I had some onions, a bunch. I had some red and some white. I'm just gonna cut those up. Just toss them on the cookie sheet, sprinkle them around. Hi, can you go to your spot?
You smell something? It's onions.
Like
You don't like
Mom said
onions.
peppers.
Oh, well, not yet, boo, not yet.
This is one of those dinners where you're really going to eat a rainbow of beautiful things.
Now, oregano. Do you need him, Mom?
No, he just stay there. You're being good. So it calls for 1 pepper, but I got a half sit in my fridge. I like more veggies in my dinner, so I'm just gonna cut that up too. I'm just gonna cube these up a little.
Fits on your mouth and your fork, and if it's in your mouth,
Well, they're
it's the
gonna
right
cook
size.
down, so, but yes, delicious. I guess if we cooked this on the Blackstone, it wouldn't be a sheet pan dinner.
No, no. And so, okay, so I'm just curious, while you're chopping that, if you were going to do this on the Blackstone or like whatever, do you just like cube up the chicken the same way to speed the whole process up?
Oh,
Or
you sure could. Or if you want them in,
like thin strips, like fingers or something?
or you could just flay them out into butterflies. Just make them
Oh,
half as fat.
make 'em
Or you can make
thinner.
them big and just cook them lower and slower.
Yeah.
So good. Or you could pound them out. I mean, it's all up to you. Oh, this is going to be so beautiful, you guys. All right, so I've got a zucchini here. What are these, 1/4 inch thickish? Gonna just keep sprinkling them everywhere on
Looks
here.
like a party on the pan
It
now with all
is.
those nice colors.
This is a really healthy, gluten-free, diet-conscious, I mean, I don't want to say diet, I mean diet as in good food. It's just good food, good for you. All the healthy things. And it's so beautiful.
Meat and vegetables. I mean, how can you go wrong?
You can't, especially when your garden gets going and you got all these fresh in your garden. It's still too early around here. And if you planned ahead, I mean, you could let the chicken marinade. It's gonna cook for quite a while in the oven, so. All right, the last thing, I'm gonna move this here. So I got a pint of grape tomatoes. We're gonna sprinkle that everywhere. And these are gonna pop and kind of make some juice. It's gonna be quite beautiful. Gotta make some holes for my chicken. Now, we're gonna put this, or I'm gonna lay the chicken on top here. I should have made some better holes, but.
So you're trying to get them to touch the pan?
Trying to get them to touch the pan, but you want them marinate. It's one of those funny, but if they're sitting on the marinade, it's just gonna be delicious. Get all that sopped up on there. Might as well just drizzle it on the chicken. What does that matter? And then we're gonna take the rest of the marinade, just kind of drizzle it around on your veg. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. It smells amazing. Oh, and it's heavy.
Looks heavy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that smells
40
fantastic.
minutes, half an hour? I think half an hour, and then we'll cook it for another 15. So when you go to set your oven, do 425 for half an hour, pull it out, sprinkle your feta and your olives on there and put it back in at 425 for another 15 minutes. Yum. Oh, look at this, you guys. Oh, it smells like heaven. Yum. Okay. So this is gonna cook for another 15 minutes. I'm gonna add some kalamata olives. I'm gonna sprinkle those on top and some feta, and then we'll bake it for 15 more minutes. Now, if you are not an olive person, you can just leave them off. I like a little, so I'm gonna put some on, but not too much because they are so pungent. I'm just gonna sprinkle it here and there. But I do like the flavor profile they give. Got a new container of feta. I'm gonna call it good. We can always add more, but you can't take away. All right, so we're gonna put this back in the oven for 15 more minutes. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yummy.
steam hit the lens and fogged me up.
Oh my word. So good. So good. Let's get some plates and a big spatula. This smells so incredibly delicious. So delicious. I think I'm going to pick on this piece of chicken. Oh my goodness. Yum. Look at the veggies. The tomatoes popped. They're all roasted. Oh my goodness. See if I can get a money bait. The chicken is juicy. A piece of this and some of that. Hopefully it's not too hot. Those are going to be super hot. Oh my word. Oh my word. This is so amazing. So delicious. The chicken is moist and tender. The veggies are out of this world with a little marinade that we stuck on it. I hope you guys try this. This is a delicious meal for spring and summer, light and yet filling, super healthy and super delicious. You guys, thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you guys try this Greek chicken sheet pan dinner. It was pretty easy to throw together. You guys have a great day and I will see you on the next episode.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's so good. Opa! Or what do they say? Greek chicken's sheet pan dinner. Is that too?
Were you happy with that? Because it sounds like you thought about it halfway through.
Let's do it again. This big. We're gonna cook it on a sheet pan. Oh my gosh. Start over. It's towards the end of the day. They always get interesting.
They just get harder and harder as we go. Okay, walk out. Come again.
Gonna taste good, I know.